There was a really interesting study that was done in 1975 that we learned about, which was done on lumberjacks. And they did a study in goal setting, and they gave them two different goals that they could set. One was to do your best, and the other one was a specific goal relating to lumberjacking. I'm not a lumberjack, so I don't know exactly what these looked like, but generally imagine this is so bad. Like, cut down a certain number of trees, reach a certain square footage. I don't know exactly what this would look like, but just pretend we'll imagine. And they found that when they framed it as doing your best, 60% of them met a certain performance marker, like a set marker that everyone was evaluated on. But when they set a specific goal, a specific hard goal, 95% of the people met that external marker. So being specific, giving ourselves measurable things that we can say, yes, I did that, no, I didn't, and making it hard, that is what allows us to actually, quote unquote, do our best and achieve those things, not just giving ourselves these abstract concepts like, I will try my hardest, I will do my best. Set yourself those specific, measurable, hard goals. And then I want to give you guys a couple of other things that are really helpful in setting goals and things that you should be aware of when it comes to how we succeed and thrive and learn things as humans. So we learned about another really interesting study where people use ChatGPT to write their cover letters. And the hypothesis was that if you use ChatGPT, you won't improve as much with your ability to write a cover letter and put together this final product. You think, okay, you're like half-assing it, you're using a crutch, you're using AI, it's not actually going to get you to this final goal. That was not the case. They got substantially better when they used ChatGPT in conjunction with their own work versus when they just independently worked at trying to improve this cover letter. So the key here is that we learn by example. That's what allows us to accelerate our growth and our outputs and our improvement. So this is that idea of you watch one, do one, teach one. We hear this in medical school. If you watch Grey's Anatomy, I watch Grey's Anatomy. There's this framework where you watch one, you do one, you teach one. And so this idea of watching one and learning from others and using an example, using a framework to then replicate and implement in your own life is really, really powerful and really, really effective in getting us to those final goals. Another piece of psychology research to be aware of when we're setting our goals is that we have really social brains. We learn from others. And when they do research on like what makes the human brain so different, what makes us such a superior species to like apes or chimps or lions or whatever these other mammals are that have similar somewhat structures of brains, what makes us really powerful is our social brains, how we're able to interact with and engage with our peers, how we communicate, how we work together. That is what has given us the upper hand in evolution and allowed us to thrive. So using that social brain to our advantage when we're setting our goals, we know that we learn from each other. And so use more models, use more collaboration, and that will contribute to the rate of learning and expertise acquired.